What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for another episode of 7 on Sunday because it's Sunday, so of course we've got a brand new episode. I'm on the longest streak ever with 7 on Sunday, with continuously uploading without missing a single week. So thank you so much to everyone who is supporting these videos. You guys have really helped the series take off, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Today, we will be talking about 7 face-melting, spine-tingling guitar solos from the 2000s. So no, we're not going back to 1975 or 1987 or even 1993. We are sticking with 2000 and above. So maybe if you guys are interested, we will do episodes for the 90s or the 80s. It just depends on what you guys are interested on. So let me know in the comments section down below. Today, we will be talking about these guitar solos. I'll play you guys some clips so you know what we're talking about, and we'll go into detail on why they kick ass. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's kick off the countdown. Ah yes, my number 7 pick I remember so fondly, the guitar solo that made me decide to purchase an album. That's right, Icky Thump was already out in the world, but I was actually at a family reunion. I had snuck off with my cousins, we started watching YouTube videos, and I saw that there was a new White Stripes video uploaded to the channel, and I was like, what is this? I didn't know that they even had a new album out, because at that time, you know, I was still kind of like in the internetless age. My parents were pretty strict on when I could get on, and I had finally gotten my hands and my eyes on this new White Stripes video, and when it got to the guitar solo, I was blown away, like jaw dropped. And this one still strikes as something so special. I love White's style of playing. Jack White, one of the most talented guitarists of all time, and he has this technique where he goes really high up in the register, and he's nailing these notes here that really just go with the pattern of this song. Quite honestly, I love it, and it just still can send a shiver straight down my spine, and whenever music can do that for you, it's just such a euphoric moment. I still crank this thing up so loud every time I hear it as it goes down and shifts throughout those squealing notes. I love the way that he can make that guitar sound. It's unlike anything else. It's really not common for songs to go out on guitar solos anymore, especially in this kind of guitarless era that we're living in. Not that many guitar solos out there. For the lead single from a project to contain an outro guitar solo, I thought it was a pretty risky and bold move from AFI that really paid off. Jade Puget is a talented guitar player. He's proved that all throughout their career. Got into these guys with December Underground, went back and checked out some of their earlier work as well, like The Art of Drowning and of course Sing the Sorrow. 2 really classic albums that have stood the test of time in the emo and punk community. And with this album, Crash Love, it was a bit of a letdown for me, but I love the track Medicate, and obviously the flourishing guitar solo that just really carries this thing up. It's all over the place, furious notes, so much just shifting and tapping on that guitar, and I love just the fast-paced fury that he plays with. It drives home this song that much more. It was a great song. The tempo kept picking up. Davey Havok's vocals kept getting a little bit more reckless and more powerful as the song went on, and that guitar solo just nails it. And then Havok, of course, comes in and says, Medicate one more time, and then the song just is like Finn, and it's perfect. The most recent entry on our list comes in the form of Reapers by MUSE. Matthew Bellamy, also the lead singer and guitarist of this band, is so talented. His voice is unreal. And on this track, it shifts from something that could have been your standard guitar solo into just this lengthy, notey, all over the place, fantastic, spine-tingling moment on this record that's really just the pinnacle of their album, Drones. It starts off as a kind of straightforward guitar breakdown, just kind of cycling through some riffs, and then it starts to shift up the scales, and then it's hitting those tip-top notes. It's like hitting the top of a roller coaster and then just rushing down, and it's such a blast of energy, just almost an eargasm every single time I listen, because it just shifts all over the place, and then it starts shredding all over the place, and the riffs on this thing, I'm telling you guys, the amount of notes that are hit here, it's just incredible. If you've never heard this song, please, it'll change you. Some of the things that I was saying about my last choice Reapers could also apply to Little Sister by Queens of the Stone Age as well. This is one of those moments that it gets a little bit more technical with what's going on here. There's definitely some effect pedals being used, and it gets a little bit tappy with the fingers, and it's something that caught my ear instantly. I fell in love with this song in 2005 whenever I started getting into music. So grateful for my friend that recommended Queens of the Stone Age, because they're easily one of my favorite bands. They've really stood the test of time, and in fact, I've only fallen more in love with them over the years. And on Little Sister, I love this song just because of how weird it is. It's a short track, and it does go out on that guitar solo as well, and you can hear Josh Humme's vocals kind of going in the background with the still kind of shaping the track, and the guitar solo, just like I was saying, it's kind of going note by note, and then finally just winding up, and it's finally just, I guess, like a Jack in the Box gets released at the end, and then it's just this huge blast of sound, just like a wall of music hitting you. It's so chaotic, and it's a huge payoff for this track. I almost didn't put this song on the list because I was like, you know, I've been putting so much My Chemical Romance stuff on SOS lately. Do I need to just give it a rest? But I was like, you know, this song is so fucking good that there's no way I can't put this explosion cannonball of a guitar solo on my list. So clocking in at number 3, we have Dead by My Chemical Romance. What's great about this solo is that it's kind of a dually layered and dually played solo. It's between, of course, lead guitarist Ray Toro and also rhythm guitarist Frank Iero. Both of these dudes are insanely talented. I recommend watching the Live from Mexico DVD. It's just, the Black Parade is Dead. It's so fantastic seeing the performances there, and of course really any live performance you can find of this track, Dead, so phenomenal. And of course the studio recording really lets you hear every little technical aspect. I recommend just listening to it with headphones so that you can hear every little note that's being shredded. It lasts for about 30 seconds, but it's something that just feels like maybe it takes you into their world entirely. It's one of these tracks that is wild, it's kind of manic, and of course the lyrical content, Gerard Way on this track, and the guitar solo just sends it over the moon. If you don't think John Frusciante is one of the best guitarists of all time, then we need to have a little private conversation because I have some secrets for you. Danny California was one of the biggest hits of the 2000s, especially in the world of rock and alternative. Just a hard rocking tune that has a great vibe all throughout. One of my favorite songs of all time, and Frusciante comes in and absolutely knocks it out of the park with this bombastic solo that lasts for over a minute, just really grinding away and just pushing forward all of these notes. It's pushing it straight into your eardrum, and you don't even know what you're taking in the first time that you hear it because it's just that good. And just when you think you've hit the climax of the track, he throws this face-melting outro at you that just sees him all over the board, and you're like, I'm never gonna be able to pick up a guitar. I can never play. Why do I even try? I could never do this. Guitarist Tom Morello is known for his work with Rage Against the Machine in the 1990s to the early 2000s, and of course some of the subsequent reunions that have happened, but Audioslave is really where he got this place to shine in the early to mid 2000s. Doesn't Remind Me is the track that's making my list. He had some splendid guitar solos with this band, and I absolutely love Audioslave. I would love to talk about them kind of more in detail in a video someday, but Audioslave are one of those early loves for me, and Doesn't Remind Me is one of those tracks I remember hearing on Fuse. I would watch the music video, I actually recorded it to a VHS tape and would play it back over and over again. I remember rewinding so I could hear the guitar solo, because it's just like I would get up, dance around the room, just air guitaring everywhere because I wanted to be like that, and it's something that inspired me to talk about music to my friends, tell them about this awesome guitar solo that kicked so much ass. It's just like, how does he even get those sounds to come out of a guitar? It's just like I mimic it with my mouth, but I can never imagine how technical that is to play on a guitar. So kudos to Morello, kudos to one of the greatest guitar solos of all time. Thanks so much for watching my video on face-melting guitar solos of the 2000s. Don't forget, this was just my list, some of my favorites. Let me know about yours in the comments section down below. And while you're here, drop a like to let me know that you're enjoying the 7 on Sunday series. Let me know other videos that you would like to see me try in this series. And of course, subscribe to the channel, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to check out more episodes of 7 on Sunday or another video I did on this channel, you can check the annotations directly below me. My social media like Twitter and Instagram are linked in the description. And other than that, I'll see you guys very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.